It's been a good morning so far. We got a new Halo Infinite campaign overview, gameplay trailer, and it turns out the Guardians of the Galaxy game is actually getting good reviews and is actually a good game. But this video is going to focus on Halo Infinite, so let's get into it. Along with the new trailer, we also got a new description that gives the synopsis for the game. The Banished have defeated UNSC's forces and taken control of the mysterious Zeta Halo, threatening the survival of mankind. When all hope is lost and humanity's fate hangs in the balance, the Master Chief returns to confront the most ruthless foe he's ever faced. And then they show a fresh look at the campaign that shows a glimpse of the amount of freedom in the game. It's very open world-esque, and it looks like you can customize John a lot in this game. So I'm just going to give my thoughts on what I saw. First things first, this looks so much better than the last campaign showing they had, because that last one did not look good. I know they were saying it wasn't finished, it was like early work in progress, but there was so much missing from that last showing. Like, ambient occlusion was almost non-existent, the lighting was off. It just didn't look that good. It looked like an Xbox One game, but even then, Xbox One games looked better than that. Didn't look good. So after this year delay, basically, now it looks much better, and especially it looks better for when you put into the realization that this is supposed to be a next-gen game as well, and it's also coming to PC. So the game looks a lot better. The details on the weapons and on Master Chief's armor look a lot better. The world looks a lot better. The enemies look a lot better. In some parts of the trailer, you would see up close things, and some textures didn't look that great, but that's nitpicking at that point. I mean, Halo's never been a graphical showcase per se, so the game looks good. The game looks really good. I'm glad it was delayed. I'm glad people like me and everybody else spoke up and didn't just defend 343 and defend Halo for fanboy points because they wanted the game to come out. So now us actual Halo fans can get a better experience. So visually, gameplay wise, looks good. The new weapons look good as well. They have like this one that looks like a shock rifle. That one looks cool. The new commando-esque gun, that looks fun. I can't wait to use that one. They showed off how big the world is, and it looks like you'll be able to set up waypoints to choose your next objective. There's like mini missions scattered all around the Halo ring, so that's a pretty big change from previous Halos. I'm curious how that'll affect the flow and pace of the game. I hope it still feels like Halo. Looks like it will, and it shouldn't be an issue, but it's one of those things you have to keep an eye out for. You can customize Master Chief a lot in this game from what we saw. There was like a skill tree, and there were stuff like being able to do your quick dash to the side, basically like the stuff that was in Halo 5 and probably a lot more. So curious how that will play out. Again, this looks very customizable, not only in terms of the gameplay, but in terms of the abilities and in terms of your mission structure as well. So curious to see how that plays out. Looking forward to the game. I think this will end up giving the game more depth, because now you can kind of choose what you want to do. Like before, Halo's generally been a linear type game. This is looking non-linear, at least for probably for non-story elements. So looking forward to see how that plays out. I haven't played the multiplayer flight. I never bothered even signing up for it. I wanted to wait till the game was out. So I've got no opinion on the multiplayer other than that it looks really good. That's probably my second most anticipated multiplayer for the year, with number one being Battlefield 2042. Multiplayer, from what I've seen, looks great, and this new deep dive they just showed looks really good as well. So I think the game will actually launch in a good state. I won't say it's going to be flawless. I don't think there's been a single game launch in like the last 5 years that's been flawless, but I think it'll be good at launch. I'm looking forward to this game. I just hope that they can nail the feel, because I'm one of those people that has always said 343 hasn't made a bad Halo game in every regard. They mess up one of the most important things, but never both. Halo 4, I actually really liked that campaign. Halo 5, I thought the multiplayer was awesome. But unfortunately with Halo 4, I thought the multiplayer was trash. And with Halo 5, that campaign was definitely trash. That campaign was just terrible. The campaign in Halo 5 was worse than the multiplayer in Halo 4. That's just my opinion, but yeah, that campaign for Halo 5 was not it. That was not good. So here we are again, a new Halo game. I am worried about the whole games as a service thing they were talking about. I hope that this campaign isn't part of that. I hope they only mean that it'll be seasonal content for the multiplayer, like how the Master Chief Collection is. But we'll have to wait and see, or wait until they do a blog post, whatever. I'm just glad the game was delayed a year because this looks much better. I've already got the game pre-ordered on Steam. The game will come out after my new rig is hopefully put together, so I'll be able to play this at a hopefully very great experience on my 3080 and with an Alder Lake CPU. Probably not a locked 4K 120, but dynamic resolution 120. Looking forward to that. Game should be amazing. I even have a Hyperkin Duke controller just sitting up on my shelf. Might finally take it down to play through Halo Infinite. Maybe even play through CE again. I've been playing through the Halo games recently just to get in the mood for it. But I'm rambling at this point. The game looks great. I'm glad it was delayed. Thank you for everybody else who also pushed back against what they showed off so that we got this game delayed and now we're getting an actual better product at launch. And with that said, I'm done. Let me know what your thoughts are on the campaign reveal down in the comment section below. Do you have the game pre-ordered? Let me know all that, and I'll see you guys next time. This is VonRed1 signing out.